All right. Sorry we haven't videoed in a couple days. And I guess I'll tell you the reason for that. The weekend kind of stunk. The main thing with that was the lack of sleep. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, combination between the 3 days, I had to have at least 7 hours of sleep between those 3 days. It wasn't good. I don't know if it was because I was uncomfortable or, for some other reason. I do know the reason why I couldn't fall asleep now. More to come on that later. But sleep deprivation, no way to go. No way to go. That's for sure. And then, of course, so I can walk on my leg better now. And then my left ankle has swollen up. Obviously you don't want that because they took the graft out of the right leg, and the left leg is the one they don't want to have that edema settle in, which it has. More to come on that later, right? And then this whole weekend, I just couldn't manage my pain. Partly my fault, partly, I don't know who else's fault. I wanted to blame somebody, but I couldn't. Maybe the COVID shot. Anyways, basically, I don't want to take these oxys. You read the side effects of that, not good. So I've been trying to not take oxy, and there's a couple days that I just had to. But for being out of the surgery for 2 weeks, I would say the good news is the last day and a half, the progression has been way better. So I took my 2-week visit to the doctor. Obviously I told him, I couldn't sleep. And make sure, obviously, with your doctor, like they have all their protocols that they want to do, but make sure you write your questions down before you get there so you don't forget anything. Because basically he's going to assess you rather than you telling him, what's going on. So if I didn't tell him I couldn't sleep, I wouldn't have known that one of the drugs I was on was the dose was too high at this point, and I'm taking less now. And the good news is last night, I think I got like 6 hours of sleep, which is a Christmas miracle for sure. The 2-week visit to cardiologist was, he adjusted a bunch of medication. He hooked me up with a scan of my left leg to make sure there's no blood clots. Blood clots would not be a good thing there, so let's hope it's not. Haven't got the results back from that at all. And then he set me up with a what's called a carotid duplex. It's basically they make sure the arteries in your neck aren't clogged. I don't understand why 7 months after a TIA, which the protocol for doing this on a TIA is to get this duplex done. It's a common thing from what I've read, and Google's never wrong, you guys. You know that. So that's what I read, that it's common for them after a TIA to make sure that this isn't the problem. So we're 7 months later, and I swear if this is the problem, I'm not going to be happy. Not happy at all. So big news today. I took my first walk outside. Let's take a look at it. All right. This is my first official long walk. That's Mason here who's in charge. That's Chef Alex who's in charge. So we are going to give it a try to walk 10 minutes to the mailbox and back. If I don't talk to you guys again, that means it didn't work. All right, we made it to the mailbox. As you can see, this right here is called the cluster box. My good friend Jill Brunner, Jeff Brunner, and Terry Lato, turned me on to the fact that these are cluster boxes. You won't see these in Wisconsin very often. So anyways, so here we go. We're walking. I'm actually feeling pretty good. What do we have, special visitor?
Hi.
There we go. We're doing good. I think we're going to make it. That's the good news.
I'm wearing the...
Overall, the walk was pretty good. I kind of wish it was longer now, but yesterday I had 2,500 steps. Today I'm going to be well over 3,000, which is, you know, I guess the goal every day is maybe to go up 500 steps, which would be awesome. At my doctor's appointment, he wants me to sign up for cardio rehab. So gonna, you know, go to the gym, get buffed up, and improve my stamina that way too. So progress is going to be made as far as exercise go. You know, chest is feeling better, so that's the good news. It's great having my grandson and my oldest son here, which is awesome. I wish their whole family could have came down from Wisconsin, but you know, obviously I think if there was 3 grandkids running around here, ooh, I don't think that would be helpful for me. But you know, he was great. He cooked this meal yesterday, this spatchcock chicken, which was freaking fantastic, delicious. And yeah, my wife went to Seattle. You know, she went for a new job, so she's up in Seattle right now in the Pacific, you know, Northwest, enjoying happy hours and all that fun stuff. All right, more updates to come. We'll try to get a video out sometime during the weekend. But just wanted to give you an update on the good news, the bad news, and the indifferent news. So see you guys later. Talk to you later. Bye.